All right, hello and welcome back, everybody. We're going to move on to the next phase of our shipping crate, and that is to give it some details. I have pulled out some Troll Slayer Orange, and I've already mixed up because I'm ready to paint. So, all joking aside, I'm going to move him out of the way and just kind of show off real quick before I start putting any paint on this shipping crate. Just want to show off how it looks in its present state, which I mean you could be completely done right here, right now, and say, you know what, this is good. I can fit this into my dios with my figures and be completely content with it. And you would be absolutely right. However, I'm just going to kind of go a next step with this and give it some extra details. So with my paint already mixed up, um, I've gone through visually and to some key points where I'm going to put some color. And so we'll just start there and then move forward. Um, and sometimes, and as such is the case with this piece that I'm working on right now, I don't have an absolute um, color palette that I'm like, oh, this has to be this color, this has to be this color. I've kind of mentally gone back and forth and thinking about what I should paint uh, several times. Sometimes that can be taxing, as it can take the fun out of it. And my my resolve doesn't mean it has to be yours. Is that when I get to that point, I just jump in, and if I'm wrong, then oh God, I accidentally touched that piece, but that's I'm gonna paint that anyway. If I'm wrong, then I'll just go and I'll touch it up and paint over it, or rub the paint off if I need to rub the paint off. Um, that's kind of the nice thing about painting, is that it doesn't have to be this perfect science of knowing exactly what you want to paint, how you want to paint it. Now, does that make things easier? Yeah, it does. But to the point that I start either stressing about it or it takes the fun out of it. Um, no, I'm going to draw that line, and I'm going to approach it back with fun and enjoyment. And I'm painting light, thin coats here. I'm going to have to go back through this again, and that's perfectly fine. And again, what I'm showing you is my method of doing this. Does not mean that it is the only way of doing it. Certainly, I could have just left this surface completely black and not dry brushed it in the previous stage to give it that metallic look. But this is my approach, and I'm trying to paint it in a way that gives it a realistic look. So there's going to be parts of this where I do want that metallic to shine through. I do want some of that dark black to excuse me, the orange to not be fully opaque. It's a process, and at the end of the day, this is your piece. So if there's something about it that you want to retain, or a feature that you do want to cover up, you have the freedom, creative liberty to do that. And I just, like I said, I just wanted to give this crate some added color and details here. What am I trying to think of here? Oh, um, I'm going to cut multiple thin coats, and then I will go back through and I will hit some high points with the silver to give it, to accentuate it. And then depending on how much I'm enjoying that aesthetic at that point in time, will determine if I give it any kind of treatment of like Nuln Oil or anything like that. I surmise that I probably will, but I don't know. This is the first time that I've ever painted this piece, and it's a gorgeous piece, and I'm just having some fun with it. So I'm going to continue on hitting all 3 of these corners on all sides, and I will see you in the next.